Hi everyone, my name is M.Alfur.leadershipWala and I hope you guys all are doing well. And I welcome you all to my new video. Today we are going to discuss about how to make better decision and avoid regrets with ChatGPT. I hope you guys also like this section. How are you, mate?
I'm doing well, thank you. How about you? Is there something specific you'd like to talk about or need help with?
Actually, yes. Today we are going to discuss how to make better decision and avoid regrets.
That sounds like a great topic. Making better decisions and avoiding regret can really improve our lives. Do you have any particular strategies or questions in mind? We can discuss different approaches and tips.
Well, I do have different questions. Uh, my first question will be, what does making a good decision mean to you?
Making a good decision, to me, means choosing an option that aligns with your values, goals, and the outcomes you hope to achieve. It involves gathering information, considering the potential consequences, and sometimes consulting with others. A good decision usually leads to a positive outcome or minimizes negative consequences. How about you? What does making a good decision mean to you?
Well, a good decision is to get a better answer or maybe better result. And okay, and my next question will be: do you usually think logically or emotionally before deciding? Maybe you don't. I want to ask people, different people. Do they think logically or emotionally before deciding?
That's a great question. People often use a mix of logic and emotion when making decisions. Some decisions are more analytical, where people carefully weigh the pros and cons, considering facts and potential outcomes. This is often called logical thinking. On the other hand, some decisions are influenced by feelings, intuition, or personal values, which is more emotional thinking. Different situations and decisions might require a different balance of these approaches. What about you? Do you find yourself leaning more towards logic or emotion when making decisions?
Well, both. And my next question is: how often do you reflect on your past decision? Sorry, I am asking you. I am want to ask. Just think of yourself a person. You are going to ask those questions. Answer them. So, how often do you reflect on your past decision?
I think reflecting on past decisions is really valuable. It helps us learn from our experiences and improve our future choices. For me, reflecting might happen periodically, like after a big decision or at the end of a project. It can be helpful to consider what went well, what could have been done differently, and how those insights can guide future decisions. How about you? Do you often reflect on your past decisions?
Sometime. And my next question is: what are your biggest decision making weakness?
It's great that you're thinking about this. One common weakness in decision making is not having enough information before making a choice. This can lead to decisions that aren't fully informed. Another weakness might be letting emotions take over, which can sometimes cloud judgment. Additionally, being indecisive or fearing the consequences of making the wrong choice can also be a challenge. Recognizing these weaknesses is the first step toward improving decision making. What about you? Do you notice any weaknesses in your decision making process?
Maybe. And my next question is: do you trust your uh,
Trust is
insects
essential
or
in
rely
decision making.
more on facts? Insects or rely more on facts? Sorry if you
I
don't
believe
understand. I'm going to ask you about: do you trust your instincts or rely more on facts?
got it. When making decisions, I try to balance both instinct and facts. Instinct or intuition can guide us quickly, especially in situations where we need to act fast. On the other hand, Relying on facts and information ensures that decisions are well informed and logical. Balancing both can help in making sound decisions. How about you? Do you find yourself leaning more on instinct or facts when making decisions?
Okay, my next question is: do you consider both short term or long term outcomes?
Yes, considering both short term and long term outcomes is really important. Short term outcomes can give us immediate results, but long term outcomes often have a bigger impact on our overall goals and well being. Balancing both perspectives helps in making decisions that are beneficial both now and in the future. How about you? Do you tend to focus more on immediate results or long term effects when deciding?
And my next question is: how do you weight risk versus reward?
Weighing risk versus reward involves considering both the potential benefits and the possible downsides of a decision. Here's how I approach it. 1. Identify potential rewards. Consider what you stand to gain if the decision succeeds. This could be anything from financial gain to personal growth. 2. Assess risks. Think about what could go wrong and the likelihood of those outcomes. This includes both short-term and long-term risks. 3. Evaluate impact. Consider the impact of both success and failure. How significant would each outcome be in your life? 4. Make an informed choice. Based on your assessment, decide whether the potential rewards outweigh the risks, or if the risks are too high. Everyone's comfort level with risk varies. How about you? How do you weigh risk versus reward when making decisions?
Thanks. And my next question is: do you list pros or and cons before deciding?
Yes, listing pros and cons can be a helpful strategy for making decisions. It allows you to visually compare the benefits and drawbacks of each option, making it easier to see which choice aligns best with your goals and values. It also helps in organizing your thoughts and ensuring you consider all aspects of the decision. I find that writing them down can clarify my thinking and sometimes even reveal insights I hadn't considered. How about you? Do you use a pros and cons list when deciding?
Well, and my next question is: how much information is enough before making a decision? Like we need to know why we make this decision and why it's important and what kind of things it uh, are likely to made in our life.
Knowing how much information to gather before making a decision can be tricky. Here are some thoughts. 1. Relevance. Gather information that is directly related to your decision. Focus on the most important factors that will influence the outcome. 2. Sufficiency. Ensure you have enough information to make an informed choice, but avoid overloading yourself with unnecessary details. 3. Timeliness. Consider the time available. Sometimes you need to make decisions quickly, while other times you can afford to take more time to gather information. 4. Clarity. Make sure the information helps clarify your options and the potential outcomes. Ultimately, aim for a balance. Enough information to make a confident decision, but not so much that it leads to analysis paralysis. How do you decide when you have enough information?
When I analyze my situation and decide on the checking my own situation first. And why do people often regret their decision? Like and they choose that, and after some time they realize that decision is not make for them, and they think why would it will be better if we change to something else like that.
Regret often comes from a few key reasons. 1. Lack of information. Sometimes decisions are made without having all the necessary information. This can lead to choices that don't turn out as expected. 2. Emotional influence. Decisions made in the heat of the moment or under strong emotions can sometimes lead to regret once the emotions settle. 3. Fear of missing out. People sometimes make decisions based on what they think they might be missing out on, rather than what truly aligns with their goals. 4. Pressure from others. Sometimes decisions are influenced by others' expectations, leading to choices that don't feel right later on. To minimize regret, it's helpful to take your time, gather sufficient information, and ensure the decision aligns with your true values and goals. How do you deal with decision making to avoid regret?
Well, I need to think again before deciding my decision and making first step. Or I need more knowledge or some senior person help. And how can you learn from past mistake? Like we do too much mistake in the past. We just realized that right now that we do it. And what do you think we learn from them, which is better for our future decision making?
Learning from past mistakes is a powerful way to improve future decision making. Here's how you can make the most of those lessons. 1. Reflect. Take time to think about what went wrong and why. Understanding the reasons behind a mistake can help you avoid similar pitfalls in the future. 2. Identify patterns. Look for patterns in your past decisions. Are there common factors that lead to mistakes? Recognizing these can help you make better choices going forward. 3. Adjust your approach. Use what you've learned to adjust how you make decisions. This could mean gathering more information, seeking advice, or taking more time to reflect. 4. Be kind to yourself. Remember that everyone makes mistakes. What's important is that you learn from them and continue to grow. By reflecting on past mistakes, you can make more informed and confident decisions in the future. How do you typically learn from your experiences?
Well, when I realized that I did something wrong, I tried to do better in my next decision making. So my next question is: do you forgive yourself for bad decision? Like we do many bad decision. It's not like every person is a perfect without sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Uh, Everyone made mistakes in their life.
Absolutely. Forgiving yourself for past mistakes is crucial. Nobody is perfect, and making mistakes is a natural part of being human. Here are a few thoughts on how to embrace self forgiveness. 1. Acknowledge the mistake. Recognize what happened and accept it as part of your learning journey. 2. Learn from it. Focus on the lessons you can take away from the experience to make better decisions in the future. 3. Practice self compassion. Be kind to yourself and understand that everyone makes mistakes. 4. Move forward. Use the experience to grow and make positive changes moving forward. Remember, mistakes don't define you. It's how you respond to them that matters. How do you practice self forgiveness?
Okay, my next question is: how can overthinking lead to regret? Like uh, we are going to decide something which we need to do it right now, but we just thinking about what will happen if it's not right, or what it will lead to. So
Overthinking can lead to regret for a few reasons. 1. Indecision. Spending too much time analyzing every possible outcome can make it hard to make a decision at all. This can lead to missed opportunities and regret for not acting sooner. 2. Paralysis by analysis. Overthinking can lead to feeling overwhelmed by choices and potential consequences, causing stress and preventing action. 3. Regret of inaction. Sometimes by overthinking, you may end up not making any decision at all, leading to regret for not taking action. 4. Missed opportunities. While you're caught up in overthinking, you might miss out on opportunities that could have been beneficial. To avoid regret, it can help to set a time limit for decision making, gather necessary information, and then trust yourself to make the best choice possible. How do you manage overthinking when making decisions?
well, I do it right now. So thank you for your help, and I hope you guys also like this section. And please enjoy this video on any kind of social media if you enjoyed it. That's it from my side, and I hope you like this video. Allah Hafiz. It's very important part for our life.